Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a flexibility follow-along session and we're focusing on the middle splits. Let's get warm. We're going to start with a child's pose to a seal with a rotation. So what you're going to do is stretch your arms out in front, bring your hips down towards your feet, get nice and long, and then come forward into a seal. Looking over your shoulder towards your feet and then over the other shoulder. We're going to do 5 reps. So find your spot on the floor and let's start with our child's pose. Nice and long. Come forward into a seal. Rotate, look over towards your heels. That's 1. We have 4 more. 2, 3, 4, 1 more. 5. Next, we're going from a plank into a downward dog straddle. So you're going to have your feet a little bit wide. And we're going to go from downward dog, keep your feet wide, push your armpits towards your feet. And then forward into a plank. We're doing 10 reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10. Next we're going to stand with your legs in a straddle, so feet quite wide like this, and we're going to forward fold with a nice flat back for 30 seconds, and we're going to do little pulses at the bottom. So I'm going to show you side on, feet into a straddle, forward fold, and then just little pulses so you get a nice stretch. We're going for 30 seconds. Get ready and off you go. You can keep your hands on the floor, or you can cross your hands over onto your elbows to get a little bit more of a stretch. And rest. Okay, and our final stretch for the warm-up, we're going into a pigeon. So you're going to bring one knee forward with your back leg straight and your hip rotated so it's forward. And we're just going to fold forward over the front knee or shin for 8 reps. Okay, so bring one knee forward, sit nice and tall through your spine, square your hips up, and let's go for 8 folds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Changing sides. Nice and tall through your spine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving into our second section, we're going to be doing some longer holds with some push and pulls, which I'll demonstrate and explain as we go through. We're going to start with a single leg calf stretch with your toes elevated. So for this I'm going to use a box, but you can also use a yoga block or the wall. So it will look like this. Your toes will be elevated, straight leg, and you're going to bring your body in so that you're shifting your weight over that leg that we're stretching. And we should get a stretch down through the calf. We're going to hold for 60 seconds on each side. Alright, so take your toes up onto the wall or block, straight leg, and just shift your weight forward and go into that calf stretch. We're holding for 60 seconds. Slowly coming out, changing sides. And slowly coming out. Okay, just roll your ankles around. Excellent. Next we're moving into a half frog stretch. So this one will be a long hold. One leg will be bent, one leg will be straight. So it will look like this. Straight leg, bent leg, and you're going to slide your knee and ankle apart. You can stay up on your hands or go down onto your elbows. As you set yourself up in this position, make sure you've got a really straight line from your knee to hip to ankle. We don't want to be too far forward or too far back. Nice straight line all the way down. Alright, so we're going to hold for 90 seconds, then I'll be asking you to push down into the floor and pull away from the floor. I'll explain that when we get into it. So let's start with the right leg out and then slowly sliding down. Make sure you start in a position that is comfortable, where you get a nice stretch. And you can slowly relax into the position a little bit deeper as we go. And we're holding for 90 seconds. Okay, take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and try to relax into the stretch a little bit deeper. And take a big breath in, breath out, relax again. We have another 30 seconds here. So holding this position, using the straight leg, we're going to drive it down into the floor for 10 seconds. Get ready, and straight leg, press it down into the floor. Don't change your position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And now, using everything on the outside here, trying to pull up away from the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We have one more set of that. So straight leg down into the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And pulling up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Okay, slowly coming out. So you can just crawl forward. Bring your legs out the back. And coming up. If you need to walk it off, shake it off, do that before we change sides. Okay, so getting ready for the left side. We'll repeat that whole thing. 90-second hold, and then into our push and pull for 2 sets. Alright, one leg out straight and slide the ankle and the knee apart. Remember to start in a position where you're comfortable and you're able to relax into the position as we go. Big breath in, breath out. Excellent, another 30 seconds here. Take a breath in. Breath out. Okay, so getting ready with this straight leg to press down into the floor for 10 seconds. Ready, let's go. Drive it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, using everything on the outside now to pull it away from the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Sink down a little bit if you can. We have one more set. Straight leg pushing down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And pulling up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And slowly coming out. Make sure you always take your time coming out of the position and coming up. Good, you can walk it off, shake it off, move around a little bit. And then we'll move into our next stretch. So for this one, you'll need to use your wall. I'm just going to use this box here. So we're starting in a tall kneeling position. You're going to bring one leg out in front and you're going to bring that ankle across to the opposite hip. So it's finishing in front of the opposite hip. From here, with a nice straight back, you're going to hinge forward. And you should get a stretch on the outer part of your hamstring on the straight leg side. Maybe even down into the calf as well. So we're going to hold this stretch for 90 seconds. Okay, so I'll go through it again so you can set up with me. So tall kneeling position. Bring your right leg forward and bring your right ankle across in front of your left hip. Okay, nice and tall through your spine, and you're going to hinge forward. You can use your wall just for balance, and we're holding there. As best as you can, try to stay nice and straight through your back. You don't want to collapse forward. Another 30 seconds here. Take a big breath in, breath out. Relax into the stretch. And slowly coming up. Okay, other side. So left leg out in front. Bring that across towards the right hip. Straight through your back. Try to even keep a little bit of that curve in your lower back and then hinging forward. We should get the stretch through the outer part of that hamstring, even into the calf. Taking a big breath in, breath out, relax into the stretch. Another 30 seconds here. slowly coming out. Feel free to stand up, move around a little bit, go for a little walk. And then we go into our next stretch. So next we're setting up in a 90-90. So we have a 90-degree angle at the front knee, 90 at the hip, 90 at the back knee. You're going to be sitting up really tall. You're going to try to create the curve of your lower back. So if you feel yourself slumping or slouching over like that with a rounded back, you're going to need to put something underneath the glute on the front leg side so that you're sitting a little bit higher and straighter through your back. I'll demonstrate on this side first. Okay, so setting up, position yourself on the floor with that 90-degree angle at the front, 90 at the hip, 90 at the back, really straight through your back. And we're going to bring our chest forward over the mid-shin. So from the front, it will look like this. We're going to hold for 90 seconds in this position. Alright, sitting nice and tall and coming forward over mid-shin. It's really important in this position that your back doesn't round, so keep correcting yourself as we go on. Taking a big breath in, breath out. We have another 30 seconds here. When the 30 seconds is up, hold your position, don't come out just yet. We have another little piece here. Okay, so hold your position. Don't lift your chest up. You're now going to drive this front knee, shin, ankle into the floor for 10 seconds. Get ready and press down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, without coming out of this position, you're going to try to make this whole leg lighter on the floor by pulling it up towards you. You're using everything on the inside of that leg. Ready? And try to lift it up away from the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We have one more set of that. Front leg down into the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pull up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and relax. Excellent. Slowly coming up, and then we'll repeat that on the other side. Okay, setting up in the 90-90. Really tall through your spine. Remember to slide something under your bum if you need. and coming over, chest over the front knee of mid-shin. Take a big breath in, breath out. Check that your back is still really straight. Okay, so holding your position now, front ankle, shin and knee, pressing down into the floor. Ready for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pulling it away from the floor without changing positions, and go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. One more set of that and drive down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax and pull up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Coming up, and just move your hips around. Moving on to our next section. We're starting this time with a tall kneeling position. So up like this, hips are open. You're going to bring one foot forward, and then you're going to bring your opposite arm up and overhead. From here, you're going to reach over your front leg as far as you can and stretch out through your fingertips. I'll demonstrate facing forward as well. So tall kneeling, bringing one foot forward, opposite arm up, and you're reaching up and over. You're trying to get really long all the way from your hip, stretching right out through your fingertips. We're going to hold that position for 60 seconds. When the 60 seconds is up, I'm going to ask you to take both arms up and overhead, and you're going to try to pull yourself down using this side while stretching out through your fingertips to the wall beside you. So first we're holding for 60 seconds here, then both arms will go up. You're going to stretch up through your fingertips. You're going to use this side to pull down and keep stretching to the far wall. And we're going to hold for 5 seconds, then you'll come back up, you'll reach over again for 5 seconds, and we'll repeat that 3 times. Okay, so let's start with our 60-second hold. Tall kneeling position, right foot forward, left arm up. You can have your hand on your thigh for balance and stretch up and over, stretch out through your fingertips, get nice and long all the way through that side. Try to breathe and relax. Okay, and then coming back up, taking both arms up and overhead, stretch really tall, and then use your side to pull down, stretch out to the wall for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, stretch up, and pull down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up and pull down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. Arms down. Okay, changing sides. So left foot forward, right arm up, and reach over. Get long from the hip all the way. We're holding for 60 seconds. Excellent. Hold. Get long. Okay, and coming up. Both arms up and reach over. Pull down using that side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Tall through your shoulders and over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up. And one more. Pull down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. Excellent. Okay, so next we're going into a lower back windscreen wiper. So you're going to be lying down on your back with your knees above your hips, and you're going to bring both knees over towards the floor, keeping your opposite shoulder and arm down on the floor. Then we just come back up and we rotate over to the other side. So get a little bit of a stretch down through your lower back. And we're going to be moving side to side for 60 seconds. Alright, lying down, legs up, and off you go over to one side. Back up and change. One more to each side. And rest. Okay, so next we're moving into some active stretches and hovers. We're going to start with a wide squat stance position. You're going to actively push your knees out. So they're going out wide over where your toes are, and you're going to squat down. So you're trying to get a bit of a stretch through your adductors into your hips, and you're squatting down. Now, if you can manage to get your hips below your knees, you're going to take your feet out a little bit wider. You're going to keep pushing your knees out so they're tracking over your toes, and you squat down. Okay, and keep going until you find a position where you can still manage to get quite low, you get a stretch, and that's going to be your position. So we're going to set up in that wide position. You're going to keep your knees out, you're going to pull yourself down towards the floor, and we're going to hold for 5 seconds, and we'll repeat it 3 times. Okay, so knees out, try and keep your hips underneath your body, pull down and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. And down again, knees out, hips down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. One more, and pull down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Excellent. Now coming down onto the floor into a seated straddle. So you're going to take your legs out as wide as they can go, and you're going to raise both your legs up and hover for 5 seconds. So they're going to come up this way, your hands are going to stay down in the middle between your legs. So we're doing 3 sets of 5 seconds. Hands down, ready, and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. And up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. And up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Excellent. We're going to repeat both of those movements again. So back into the wide horse stance position. Knees out, pull yourself down and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. And down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. And one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. Then back down into your seated straddle. Legs out straight, hands in the middle, and lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Moving into our final section. So first we have a pancake good morning. We're going to sit in the straddle position again. You're going to have your hands either across your chest or across your shoulders or behind your head. You're going to hinge forward, maintaining a really straight back. And then you're going to press your legs into the floor and lift yourself back up. Okay, so we're going for 10 reps, and you're just hinging forward to the position where you have control and you can maintain a straight back. Alright, so set yourself up into your straddle, tall through your spine, and hinge forward. Push into the floor to lift up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Okay, now holding that position, so in that same straddle, we're going to walk our hands forward and we're going to just hold that pancake stretch for 60 seconds. After the 60 seconds is up, I'll talk you through the next kind of active holds that we're doing. So, sitting up tall first, walking your hands forward, and we'll hold here for 60 seconds. Try to reach really long with your chest. Hold and take those big breaths so you can sink into the stretch as we go on. Take a big breath in, big breath out, sink down. Okay, so now just walking your hands back up, you're going to take your arms out in front and you're going to pull yourself down into a position that you can hold for 10 seconds. So using your hips, core, reach to the far wall for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come back up. And again, pull yourself down, reach to the far wall for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift back up. And then hands back down on the floor for another 30-second hold in your pancake. And slowly coming up. Bring the legs in. And swivel them around a little bit. And that's our flexibility session done for today. I'll see you next time.